How's it going, y'all? My name is Zenna and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to take a closer look at the Season 4 content and discuss my thoughts on the Season 4 guns. At the time of making this video, I've completed the Tier 1 challenge and all the Season 4 weapons minus the Super 500 and the new Vault pistol. I will go through the guns in the order which you unlock them in the Battle Pass, starting off with the AC9 SMG at level 10. Now this gun feels comparable to the K30 in my opinion. The fire rate and the hip fire make this weapon deadly up close, it has decent reload time, and ammo capacity. Keep in mind, past 40 meters, your effective range is greatly reduced. My preferred loadout is Red Dot Close Combat Extended for the 40 round mag. I use Close Combat and Standard Extended for ammo swaps. Next up, for improved accuracy, I run the BCG Grip along with the Tactical Compensator. I also keep the Wrap Suppressor for a barrel swap. I don't really feel the need to run a laser sight since the hipfire is already solid. Also for the barrel, if you're struggling with the recoil, try the Warhawk Compensator. Overall, I don't have much to say about the AC9. It's a solid addition to the game, very effective, and I enjoy using it. At level 22, you will unlock the RPT-31, and this weapon felt very underwhelming at first. You start off with a 100 round high power mag, and it just felt pretty mid. However, once I unlocked some attachments, I began to see the potential this weapon had in the game. So since attachments are a big deal with this gun, let's talk about what I use for the Tier 1 grind. Red Dot, of course, along with standard ammo, and this increases ammo count to 200, along with faster rate of fire. I use the high power extended as an ammo swap if I need it. For the underbarrel, I enjoy the STNR laser sight, the blue laser, for those close range encounters where you don't have time to aim down sights. Don't be afraid to hip fire in those awkward close range encounters. Lastly, for the barrel, I had good luck with a short barrel to maximize my DPS. If you're having trouble with the recoil, try a Warhawk Compensator, maybe even a Champion muzzle brake. As I do with most of my weapons, I also run a Wrap Suppressor to swap when needed. Overall, the RPT is able to destroy enemies at any range, especially with the 200 round mag. With my setup, I'm able to clear buildings, play aggressive, even with the lowered mobility of an LMG. I would highly recommend this weapon. At level 34, you unlock the first non-pistol secondary. Now that I've had some playtime with this weapon, I can honestly say I don't have anything negative to say. It's a 3-round shotgun that has minimal range, but it does its job perfectly fine as a reliable secondary swap. The Super 500 can help you in a pinch if your primary is out of ammo, you're sitting on 5 HP with an enemy target pushing you, whip out the super, hit the ego chow on that gamer, and boom, you win the gunfight. I think this was a nice addition to the game, and honestly, I enjoy using it. I've hit several clips with it, and yeah, it's really cool. Last but certainly not least, at level 40, you will unlock the RM68. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this weapon is busted. It reminds me of the BSV pre-nerf back in Season 1. Built-in factory suppressor, mid-range weapon that shreds every hostile in your path. The only attachment you need on the RM is the extended mags. Everything else is completely optional. I found the short barrel to be very helpful up close and the blue laser to help with the lackluster hipfire. The RM packs a punch even with only 30 rounds in the magazine. I plan on using this weapon non-stop until they nerf it. Yes, I believe it will need a nerf. This AR is able to win gunfights against snipers easily who are posted up 150 meters away on a hill. Just goes back to a great point made by several members of the community. The 2042 guns have no recoil or spread, making them all laser beams. This isn't a PC or a console thing, this is a design issue. The reason the Portal guns feel lackluster is simply because the 2042 guns are essentially on steroids. Speaking of Portal guns, I would like to touch on the new Vault weapons for Season 4. Most of the time the Vault weapons are underwhelming, but I actually enjoyed grinding the Tier 1 on these guns. Starting off with the Type 88 LMG. This weapon feels very similar to the M240B LMG. Medium damage model, decent fire rate, bad hip fire, bad spread. It's not terrible, but I would never use this over the LCMG. The redeeming factor for this weapon is the 200 round mag. So even if you can't land your first 20 shots, don't worry, the Type 88 has you covered. For attachments, I ran flash suppressor, red dot, and the laser sight. I mean, the Type 88 is like okay, but again, there's just really no reason to use this over any of the other LMG options. Moving on to the SVD. Now this marksman rifle is a little more exciting to play with compared to the Type 88. This may sound weird, but I use this weapon like super aggressively. I slapped a red dot and a laser sight and played medium to close range fights. My goal here was to find the 2-shot range. If you try to snipe with this weapon, you just end up getting hit markers and not kills. And I just found this very frustrating, so it's just not how I decided to use this gun. The medium range kill potential is far superior. The 2 taps and 1 tap headshots are where this weapon shines. The fire rate also helps you if you get in a close range pinch. Just spam the trigger and you'll kill anybody in front of you basically. SVD is pretty damn fun, but again, no reason to use this over the SVK, in my opinion. I just enjoy grinding the tier 1 challenges. And plus it just like allows me to kind of branch out my weapon pool. Next up, the newest additions to the vault weapons, which were added about a week ago. The AEK and the RPK. Let's start with the RPK. It's a decent mid-range LMG with a quick reload and decent fire rate. This weapon almost plays like an AR in my opinion, and with the extended mag, you can have up to 61 bullets. I had a decent experience running the RPK to tier 1, and was even able to hit a few nice clips. Sadly though, I will have like no reason to use it now that the challenge is done. There is no incentive to play with the vault guns after you tier 1 them. Now the gun that y'all have been waiting for, the AEK, I would like to start by saying that this weapon is fun as hell to use. The 900 rounds per minute allows me to decimate enemies in close range fights. My loadout has been red dot, laser sight, and heavy barrel to increase the range of the 5-shot kill to 75 meters instead of 50 meters. If you're having trouble with the recoil, the standard barrel is fine to use. This weapon is not the best for long range, but from my experience, it's a reload simulator using the AEK. Pop 2 players, reload, spray at this guy running through the field, reload, look over here, reload. I'm out of ammo because there's no mag swaps on vault weapons. So the AEK, like, it is a monster, but keep in mind it does have downsides. Every time I get killed using the AEK, it's either because I'm reloading or I get outgunned by a 2042 laser beam 10 million gun. With all that being said, I'd still highly recommend using the AEK, and it's probably my favorite vault AR that they've had it so far. It's a good time, and I would really recommend checking it out. So just to sum up a couple of things at the end here, the vault guns are fun to use and offer some variety to the gameplay, but there is absolutely no reason to use them compared to the standard 2042 guns. After finishing up my tier 1 grinds, I went right back to the RM68, and honestly, I felt unstoppable. I'm not kidding when I say I streamed for 10 hours and was dropping 100 kill games all day long. The RM puts you on another level in this game, or really, most of the 2042 guns in general feel this way. The vault guns literally handicap whoever uses them with things like slow reload, more spread, no extra ammo swaps in the plus menu, and lack of attachments on some of the weapons. I don't know the exact change they need to make here, potentially give 2042 guns more spread or make vault weapons laser beams. I don't really know what to do here, but something needs to change. But anyway, that's all I have for y'all today. If you made it this far, you're a legend, and I appreciate you watching. If you're looking for live gameplay, check out my Twitch. I stream every week. I will put links in the description. I hope y'all enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Don't die on me!